What is going on, New Jersey Devils fans, and welcome back to our franchise mode where we got a big episode ahead of us here. We got to find ourselves a second line winger, and you guys really helped me out in the comments for the last episode. So really quickly here, if you missed the last one, we got bounced in the second round, unfortunately. Well, not really unfortunately. Obviously, you want to go to the Stanley Cup final and obviously win the cup, but you know, considering where we were, I've talked about this 100 times. It is a success. The year was a win, and I'm a happy general manager, and all you guys should be happy, assistant GMs. But we're in a position now where we could get a lot stronger and really potentially even make a push for that Stanley Cup. Now, there's two players that I have in mind that I'm going to tell you who after I go over your comments here. So Matthew Kemp, he says you should sign Cam Atkinson. He's a sniper and he is the youngest. Okay, I don't mind that. And then the Invisible Man says, but he wants 3 years, and this guy's like, well, he's the youngest, and they just have a good old conversation here. I'd love to see that going on in the comments. He says, yeah, I can totally see that. Maybe give Atkinson 2 years, that will be better, blah blah blah. And then Bradley comes out of nowhere and says, and Vlasic too, he has the cap space for both. Now, I didn't even think of Vlasic, and that is a potential huge free agency player. He's the biggest fish this year. Well, I guess Carey Price, and we'll touch on that after, but Marc-Edouard Vlasic would be awesome. I would love to get Marc-Edouard Vlasic. And there's another comment that's talking about Marc-Edouard Vlasic, and that's SH. He says Vlasic only wants $6 million and he's 91 overall. Worth a look. It's also in my GM mode. Nash dropped to an 81 and turned into an AHL top 6 and retired at 35. So yeah, I can see what you guys are saying about Rick Nash. A lot of people were saying, yeah, maybe try out Rick Nash. I mean, what happens if we go ahead and sign Rick Nash and then he drops to an 83 at the start of the year, right? Because people seem to drop pretty early in this game, and considering it's Rick Nash, and I honestly, I just don't really feel like it's going to work out for us, so I'm going to say no to Rick Nash. But going back to this SH comment here, it says also YOLO for Carey Price. Got to at least attempt to sign him. Screw realism. Oh my god. There's a lot of people telling me to go ahead and try to sign Carey Price. Throw realism in the gutter and sign Carey Price. Now, I understand you guys want to see Carey Price, all right? Now, maybe if we were in the position to go get a goalie, say we had, you know, a mid-80s overall for our starter, yeah, you know what? I'd probably look at Carey Price. We have the cap. I'd offer up $9 million and we'd have Carey Price. But we have Corey freaking Schneider, okay? Corey Schneider, one of the best goalies in the game. And there's a lot of people telling me, you know, go ahead and sign Price and then trade him for Crosby. Why? That's so dumb. I get realism, you know, throw realism in the gutter, but that's just plain stupid. I'm not doing that. I would go just sign Carey Price because he has the max trade value and go trade him for 2 or 3 first-round picks and like a good second liner. That's just dumb. Yeah, it would work and it would probably benefit our team, but I mean, that's greasy. That's weird. I don't want to do that. So we're not going to sign Price, all right? We're not going to sign Price. Now, I mean, I'm sorry if you really wanted to see Price, but really, does it make any sense to sign Price? Really? No, I don't like it. Obviously, it would probably help our team, but why? That's pretty greasy, and I'm not about that. So we're gonna look at Vlasic here, and I didn't even think that he would actually fix. If you look at our team right now, you got a few different options here because Andy Green has now retired. So you're thinking that Vlasic could probably play with Damon Severson. You could probably throw them two and then have Cam Fowler and then have Cody Ceci as your second pairing, or you could put Severson and you could put switch them with Cam Fowler. You could really do a whole bunch with that top 4, and then our bottom would be Santini and it would be John Merrill. So I mean, there's a few options, and it's definitely a doable signing for Marc-Edouard Vlasic. So I think we should actually offer him a contract. Now, I'm a bit scared that it's going to be the Tyler Johnson effect, where we try to go ahead and we sign a big fish, but he's like, no, I don't want to come to New Jersey. I want to go play in New York, or, you know, go play in a big open market like Montreal or something. So I'm gonna have to offer him, I think, north of like $6.5 million, which isn't that bad because he's 91 overall. I'm not too concerned about that. But speaking on our second line winger here, so if we go ahead and get the big fish in Marc-Edouard Vlasic, okay, we reel him in, he signs, that's great. Now we're gonna be a little bit strapped for cash, so I don't think it's gonna be, unfortunately, Unfortunately, it's not going to be Patrick Hornquist. Although he scored the goal to kick us out of the playoffs this year, I don't think it's going to be Hornquist. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see Hornquist, but a lot of you guys also wanted to see Cam Atkinson, who's a little bit smaller. He's just a little guy, 5'8", 174, but the little guys can perform. Obviously, you see it in Johnny Gaudreau, and you can see it there. 50 assists for the kid. Wow, that's crazy. So, I mean, for a sniper, only to have 14 goals and 50 helpers. Wow. I mean, who did he play with in Columbus? You know, who was his line mates? He must have had some crazy snipers there. Maybe Bjorkstrand is really good now. I'd probably play with Brandon Saad, but I think Cam Atkinson's going to fit the bill. I think Cam Atkinson is going to be our dude, because I need someone to get Jonathan Drouin going, and if Atkinson has the dishes, man, if he could pass, I'm totally okay with that. What's his passing? 88. So he's got great puck skills. His shooting's awesome. His skating's unbelievable. His defense isn't even that bad. His senses are 5 stars. So honestly, I don't see why we would not get Cam Atkinson. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign him. Let's give him that's a lot of money. Let's give him $5.875 million for 3 years. Now, you're thinking, well, xTech, you're a big giant idiot because next year Pavel Zacha is going to be good enough and blah, 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 blah. Yes, but Cam Atkinson is a good trade asset, either for a pick or for whatever we need at that time. Maybe we need like another third liner because Pavel Zacha is going to be ready. So he's just a 1-year player. Although we're signing him to 3 years, he is a big trade. He's a big tradable asset. So I'm going to go ahead and offer him a contract. Welcome to New Jersey, hopefully. Now, I would simulate a few days, but I do not want Marc-Edouard Vlasic to get swiped up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to offer him... What do I offer him? So he wants 5 years, right? He's going to be 36 when his contract's up. I mean, considering with this game, he might even be retired by then. Let's go ahead and give him the same contract, just a couple $1 million less. We'll go 6.85 million, 6.9 because I really want him. 6.9 million bucks for Mr. Marc-Edouard Vlasic. You gotta overpay in free agency. Now it might be a couple $100,000 too much, but I think that. I think getting Marc-Edouard Vlasic will really help our defensive core. Defense wins championships. I think that's a little bit of what we were missing last playoff. Obviously, because Cody Ceci didn't really do a whole lot. I think he had 1 point in the entire playoff. So I think that Marc-Edouard Vlasic is definitely going to help out the team. He'd really help out any team. So here you go. Enough of me talking. Marc-Edouard Vlasic, you have been offered a contract. God, I really hope he comes to New Jersey. I hope both those players come. If either one of those do not, we're a little bit screwed, but we still have a few different outlets, I guess. But what I want to do here is go ahead and trade 2 players because I realize that we have 49 spaces available in our contract. So I gotta go trade a couple of random players we're not going to use. I don't want players to reject our contracts because we don't have enough room on our team. That's not what I'm about here. So let's go ahead and get rid of a few random guys who we're not going to be using. What's his overall? Is it like pretty bad, like 60 or something? I don't want to give away players that are going to be good in the AHL. Yeah, so I'll keep him around. I guess we can throw this Thompson guy away. He's really not going to grow for us. So we'll get rid of Thompson. Plus he's making $1 million. What the hell? We'll get rid of Thompson and we'll get rid of. I guess we'll get rid of Josephson. He's kind of played out his role here. He's done. He's toast. So let's go ahead and give him to the Canucks. They have 40 roster spots, so we can go ahead and offer them. I'll just give them to a random pick. Give me like a third. Give me like a fourth. Give me a 4th round pick for these 2 guys. Will that go through? Should go through. Perfect. So now you have 42 spaces. Cody Ceci's upset about Jacob Josephson. Whatever. He hasn't played on the team in like 3 years. What are you bitching about? Okay, so hopefully those 2 players come to the team. All right, that's my big goal here, is to get both of those guys. Come on, come to New Jersey. Come on, we are a young franchise with tons of potential. We could do this. Come on. Okay, this is one of the guys that had some potential, so I went ahead and gave him a contract. It's not the guy we want, but I'm hoping I'm gonna see. Okay, he says no. That scared me, honestly. I thought that was one of our 2 big guys. Oh, come on, you guys are taking your sweet time, making me wait. This guy was really, really good, actually. I'm glad that we sniped him. Tyler Benson came as well. Oh my god, I thought that was Marc-Edouard Vlasic. Come on, they are taking their time. Oh my god, 3 days. Cam Atkinson said yes, and Marc-Edouard Vlasic said said yes. Both of them are coming to New Jersey. Oh my god, look how much that boosted up our offense. From 91 offense and 91 defense up to a 93. We're 93s across the board. We are prepared. We are definitely prepared. Holy crap. Okay, so let's go ahead and see who signed Carey Price, just because obviously I want to see player pick and trading. Yeah, that was us. Signings. Okay, so looks like the Vancouver Canucks got Rick Nash and Patrick Hornquist. So the two guys that I wanted, the two guys that I was actually looking at, Vancouver swipes them both up. So I'm happy that they went to the Canucks. Toronto signed Kyle Turris. We got Vlasic, and the Minnesota Wild get Carey Price to a 6-year deal, probably like close to $9 million for sure. I'm stoked we got. Oh no, the Islanders signed Julio Billa. No, they go to our rivals in the Washington GM mode. Julio, what are you doing? Julio Billa, what are you doing? Do not go to the Islanders. Any team but the Islanders. I was gonna give you a contract. Oh man, I was gonna go look at that. God damn. All right, well, Julio Billa, good luck with the Islanders. Vancouver signed Joe Cole. Okay, hold on. Vancouver signed ex-Calgary Flame Joe Colburn, and Calgary signed ex-Vancouver Canuck Yannick Hansen. So a couple of pretty decent signings there. Price to the Wild. Thank God they're not in our division. I do not want to be playing Carey Price. We got the two players that I wanted. We're gonna sim to the next season here, and I'll see you guys once the season starts up. We're gonna have a look at our roster and see where we're at heading into year number 3. All right, so the year has finally begun. You can see here, xTech gets a new season. Let's get right down to business. Blah blah blah. View all the owner goals. Yeah, your expected profit. Want the team to finish first in the conference. Okay, I want us to win our regular season home opener. Well, I can see what I can do here. It looks like we're 92, 93, and 92 now. So it's going to be interesting to see what happened there with Pavel Zacha. We're going to see if he's even up a little bit. And Zacha's not even here. I'm going to have to go ahead and do some line changes, but a little bit concerned about Jonathan Drouin. He hasn't even gone up 1 overall since we acquired for him and paid a shitload. But hopefully he starts coming around here. But the top 6 looks really, really nice. I got to go ahead and do one thing here. I got to go ahead and send down some 80 overall guy, and then I have to go and I have to put in, where is he? We'll go ahead in the system, and 84 overall still. So he hasn't gotten any better yet. It's okay though. The kid's still really, really young, and I got to send down, who is it like that? I gotta send down a few people actually. You're not playing, and you're not playing. So we'll send all those guys down, and then we'll go ahead and look at the rosters. Best lines, we'll look at the NHL and the AHL. So that guy's the captain. He's stoked now in Albany. One thing we have to do is we have to set our captains now, because obviously Andy Green is now retired. So we gotta set our captains, and I think we might have to look to Big Bad Taylor Hall. But we'll have a look here in a minute. But Palmieri, Nuge, Hall, that line did excellent last year, and I'm hoping for big things out of it this year. Drouin, Henrique, and the newcomer Cam Atkinson. I'm hoping for big things out of him as well. Smith, Pelly, McNeil, Pavel Zacha. I'm thinking something like this. Since we saw Kunhackle, and I know I'm pronouncing his name wrong, that's just how I do it. Relax. Look at all of his stuff though. It's going way, way up. That's awesome. Kunhackle, I think since he had such a good year last year, we're going to play him with McNeil and Pavel Zacha. We're going to give him the third line minutes, and if he doesn't come to form, we'll go ahead and put Reed Boucher back there where he kind of belongs. Goaltenders, obviously it's going to be Corey Schneider and Antti Niemi. He dropped down to an 81. Who's our goalie in the AHL? Check out our goaltender there. Arnold's and Blackwood. So got that high overall, we got the high 21-year-old minor starting goalie. I think we drafted him, third round a few years ago. We'll check out the defense there in the AHL before we check it out in the NHL really quickly. Once we go all the way over here, check out the defense. Gormley, Helgeson, nothing that great. We're going to go ahead and we're going to give Liljegren the first line. That kid's probably going to be ready for next year, I'm hoping. And he was a second overall pick, so I'm hoping he does get better for next year. And defensively, Vlasic, Fowler. Oh man, we're looking really good. Santini's an 85 now. Woo! We don't have a defenseman under 85. That's got to be one of the nicest defensive cores in the entire league. Now, what do you guys think about this? Should we keep that the way it is with Merrill and Santini? That's kind of our shutdown pair, but it's a really, really nice shutdown pair. Oh my god, we're sick. We're a sick team. Look what Vlasic does to us. Oh my god. Vlasic and Cam Fowler there. Holy. Okay, well, I think we're poised to go on a run this year. I can't see us not doing a decent amount of damage this year. Oh my god, we could be a pretty dangerous team. You can see there trading block Dubnyk, obviously because they got Carey Price. Kind of makes sense. One thing what I'm going to do here is go ahead and where do I even go to do this? See, I don't even know. Can I go ahead and set the captains? Let me try and find this thing. Alright, I found it. So the captain right now is Adam Henrique. I guess it kind of makes sense. He's been here the longest, I guess. Okay. Taylor Hall with the assistant captain and Palmieri with the other assistant captain. Now I think I'm going to strip Palmieri of the assistant captain. I don't want to have all of it as just strictly forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it to the new guy, 91 overall, Marc-Edouard Vlasic. Give him the assistant captain. Make him feel like he's really an important piece of this team. A big defensive defenseman like that. I mean, you look at his stats as well. I was looking at them off camera here, and the dude has produced. All right, he's not just a defensive defenseman. The guy can produce. I think he's had like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years of like 35 points or more in each year. So the guy can produce. Obviously, he's one of the better, if not one of the best, defensive defensemen in the entire NHL. Look at all the elite guys we have. Oh man, we are looking like an elite squad here. So see here, Marc-Edouard Vlasic. I think he's one of the older guys on the team as well. Have a look at his stats, and the guy actually produces some decent numbers, although he probably was playing with Brent Burns. That probably helped quite a bit. So yeah, 3 years of over 35 points or more. I mean, the guy can produce. He's not a slouch. He hasn't been a minus player since 2007. The dude has not been a minus player since 2007. Okay, that's almost 11 years if you count this year. Obviously, that's ridiculous. The dude is insane. So hopefully he can continue that play here. But I think this is where we're going to end off the video now. That was a very successful episode. Sorry if you didn't see what you wanted there with Carey Price, but unfortunately it just didn't happen. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we're going to start off this. We're going to start off year number 3 and hopefully do some damage because we are a sick team.